Retro Racing reports from Manzanita Speedway in Arizona, September 11th, 1971. California Racing Association sprint cars were at Manzanita. This is the story by Tim Kennedy, which is the report from the week before. Irwindale, California, September 4. Point leader Dick Zimmerman used the Lion Chevy Saturday night to register his third CRA sprint car main event victory of the year after starting in the 5th spot. His 30-lap win on the half-mile paved San Gabriel Speedway enabled the Anaheim driver to extend his point lead to 76 points over Don Hamilton. Six-starter Billy Wilkerson drove the Duncan Chevy to second place, a car length behind the winner. Frank Seacrest turned in the best passing job by taking the Gregorius Chevy from 15th all the way up to 3rd. Seacrest finished a car length behind Wilkerson despite having bad brakes. Outside front row starter Jim Island, who led the first 16 laps, settled for 4th in the Woodland Chevy. However, the Fresno driver was set down for 2 weeks by referee Jim Bartosh for rough driving. Thus, pole sitter Lee Robinson finished 5th in the Tally Chevy. The race was red flagged briefly after 3 laps when Don Hamilton's Miller Chevy burst into flames due to a malfunctioning fuel tank that allowed fuel to slosh out onto his hot exhaust pipe when Hamilton backed off for the turns. He was unaware of his fiery predicament as he received a black flag in traffic on lap 2. Starter Ray Miller threw the red flag and halted the entire field on lap 3 as the fire truck caught up to Hamilton's slowing car at the starting line and doused it as Hamilton bailed out quickly. Island and Bud Gilbert were battling for the lead on lap 16 when their wheels bumped at the starting line, sending Gilbert's Machado Chevy into the wall and a first turn spin. Walt Kennedy's spun out to the infield to miss the leaders. No injuries were suffered in the melee. Well, Zimmerman passed Island for the lead on lap 17 when the race resumed. Wilkerson passed Island on lap 19 as the pair bumped wheels in the 4th corner, allowing Seacrest to pass Island also. Seacrest had earlier taken the lead on lap 10 of the 15-lap semi-main in order to beat Kurt Waters, Barney White, Stan McElreath to the checkers, and transferring to the main event. Edgar Elder won the 8-lap consi. Zimmerman had won the 3-lap trophy dash, while Walt Kennedy's 20.78 was fast time in the 45-car field. Young Dana Carter, son of former Indy 500 driver Dwayne Carter, escaped injury during time trials when he spun his dad's 255 Offie into the first turn crash wall after a tire blew out. A rear tire from the ex-A.J. Watson USAC Sprinter flew over the crash wall into the parking lot. Deeper in the program is a column by Logan Stewart, The Clay, the Clock, and the Car. He has some random thoughts about impressions from the Ontario 500 that he had attended just the month prior. Impressions of Ontario that linger. The surprising, splendid rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner by the Supremes. Everyone running around in the pits with all kinds of badges to get here and there, but Steve McQueen, clad only in a sports shirt and slacks, roaming at will, unchallenged. Every single guard knew him on sight without any badge at all. I still can't get over how small Jimmy Carruthers looked walking up there in Victory Circle being interviewed after his car gave up. And still wondering what Mark Donahue was thinking of when he failed to see his pit signs twice warning him to come in for gas. The infinite detail with which Parnelli Jones controls his pit stop and crew, and the apparent calm with which Dan Gurney ran his. The wonder and excellence of skydivers and an air show. The Speedway's insistence on using poor race announcers, which was about the only sour note in an otherwise unbelievably smooth operation. and the long wait in the bar at the airport afterwards before flight time with Jerry Jenkins, Wayne Basham, and Chuck Flory. Also, Basham's flirtation with arrest by the FBI when he tells the stewardess, "Okay, take us to Manzanita." She thought it was a foreign country.